Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. My name is Janet Wright, and I am an energy healer and reader and teacher. And this is going to be a group energy healing live stream where I heal 130 people in 13 different countries. There will be two parts to the live stream. One is shorter at the start. That's the intro discussion overview, where I will talk about the theme and how we're going to work it today. And then the bulk of the live stream is the healing, where I'm healing 130 people that purchased this set of 3 healings 2 months ago. And this is the third in the set of 3 healings. This is the June 2023 triplet set. It's the final healing of 3. It's Tuesday, June 6th, 2023. Ooh, thank you. I get confirmations. Yay, that helps. Hello from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Sunny and smoggy. Someone says, hi Janet, we can see and hear you in Chicago, 66 and cloudy. Someone says, hi, I can see and hear you, thank you. Yes, here it is sunny, and I think we're in I think we started early, the no rain sunny period. That is our summer. And we're gonna have highs in the 80s in the next 3 days, including today, which is a little warm for us. So that kind of gets in the way of my gardening schedule. But otherwise it's fine. Someone says, from Athens, Georgia. Well, hello to you. Someone says, hi, we can see and hear you. Greetings from Serbia. Well, hello to you. You and your spouse. Okay. Oh, and just like yesterday, just like 2 days ago, there will be no Q&A afterwards. I think that's going to be the way it is for the foreseeable future until I change it. But that I really did like that, because these healings are a lot and enough is enough. And if you have a question, you can post it under any video at any time, and then I post a reply when I get a chance. And that system works pretty well. So yeah, I'm not going to do the Q&As after the healings, because in my mind, I just wanted like a brief, if someone wanted to talk about the theme, but nobody ever wants to talk about the theme really. It's just like, read my life, help me, and it turns into a big reading, and that's it kind of overshadows the healing. And the point of the healing is to help you obviously feel better and be present, but also, it's a whole bunch of teaching on healing technique, and hopefully it empowers you to heal yourself if you want, and journal and talk to your own angels, and find your own clarity on your issues. So I think not only is it kind of too much for me, I think it overshadows the whole empowerment, individuality concept that the healings and healing instruction can give you. So anyway, no Q&A. just a big, wonderful, fabulous healing. And within a day, there will be a detailed healing summary with timestamp links in the comment section, so that you can jump around and view, your favorite part over and over again, or skip a part, whatever you want. So for the discussion part before the healing, the theme is rest, relax, and enjoy for this set of 3 healings. And we've been doing a lot of interesting things to help people get there. Rest, relax, and enjoy, as in like have that permeate more your actual everyday life, not like, like every minute of every day. It was the hope and intention, is the hope and intention to help you, take a couple notches off your inner pressure, so that you can, if you have to be productive and get stuff done, that's fine, but you're not like such the pressure cooker. And then two, that you are more able to make little subconscious decisions along the way that allow you to get what you have to get done and learn what you need to learn, but also enjoy the journey more, as much as possible, really. So that's the idea. And we've been working it with a lot of, I would say, bigger techniques. I mean, the first healing, I would say the biggest thing was the heal walled off parts of you. But there were other good things too in that one. And then the second healing, the big thing was renewing your life plan essence, pieces of energy that relate to what you're here to do in this life, that go in your astral first chakra. So your astral body is the energy body that is you, the part that can come in fully and be present into your physical body when you're awake. And so your astral first chakra generally has to do with courage, safety, and abundance. But life plan essence is sort of like a kind of like a safety foundation concept. And anyway, that's what we did 2 days ago, and it was good. I think it helped a lot of people. In ways maybe they didn't realize, like they just felt good and they thought it was something else. But I think that had a big effect on people. But I looked at, as I was reading surveys, I read people, and it looked like while renewing life plan essence energy for the astral body first chakra did help, people didn't need to do it a second time, at least the ones I healed. Maybe if you're doing it on your own, you could do it a few times, just to make sure if you want. But it's not necessary for me to do it again in a healing, so we will not repeat it today, even though it was cool. It is cool. So that was in the second healing. I'll link that below later. Also in the second healing 2 days ago, we did a speed round of stuff in the back of the head, like good karma windows, which are in the auras behind the base of the skull. And we repaired those and got those unblocked. And then the meridians, traditional Chinese medicine meridians in the back of the head, we unblocked and repaired those. And the manifestation wings, which are in the back, that potentially generate a lot of gold light, which help kind of power you forward. So the speed round was, I think it was like 10 minutes, and it did all three of those things. And we're going to do that again today. Repeat that speed round of good karma windows, back of the head meridians, and manifestation wings. I like that a lot. We did some more thorough than usual unblocking of your spiritual path, which was cool. But I don't think we need to repeat that today. So anyway, what are we doing today? I noticed like how we helped the astral first chakra by renewing the life plan essence energy 2 days ago. I saw some devices that we could remove from people's astral first chakra and also their astral fourth chakra. First and fourth are kind of good for this theme, rest, relax, and enjoy. Fourth chakra has to do with, positivity, gratitude, it's like a warm and fuzzy, very comforting energy. So that, I would say, is pretty key for the whole rest, relax, and enjoy part, certainly the enjoy part. First chakra, when it's imbalanced and the flow isn't right or it's damaged, you feel anxiety. Because when it's working right, you feel the opposite of that, which is safety and courage. So today we'll work fourth and first to help you get more of that rest, relax, and enjoy. So we'll part of how we'll do that is remove, devices from other people that are in your astral fourth and astral first chakra, maybe from this life, maybe from past lives, so that these chakras work better, so that will potentially give you more of that sense of that you can rest and relax and enjoy. And then we will do something extra with the astral fourth chakra having to do with rest, relax, and enjoy, which I'll explain more when we get to it, but that'll be nice. And then if there's time, we'll do a little bit with hearing your angels better, because that helps with everything. But certainly your angels are very good at, helping with life balance and pointing out things you're not realizing, and so if you're kind of wrapped up in your pain and your fears and your frustrations, if you can hear your angels better, it helps you kind of snap out of it more quickly, because your angels are, at all times you have at least your spirit guide with you, and or one of your angels, or several angels, several of your guardian angels, you could call them, with you. So they're always trying to help. So if we have time, we'll work on hearing angels better stuff. So that's the basic idea. So a little bit more back of head stuff, first and fourth chakra, astral body chakra stuff, maybe hearing angels stuff. So that's today. And thank you for your surveys. As always, that did help me to reflect upon the results of the last healing and figure out what I need to do today in this healing. So yay, yay, yay. Someone says, happy to be here, tuning in from hot Indiana. Thanks for the healing. You're welcome. So I'm just gonna get my papers set up. Announcements. I don't have many, just that on the 15th, which is 9 days from now, is when the August healing sets go up for purchase on my payment page on my website, janetwrightreadings.com. All right, so now I'll be quiet, which I was just quiet then, but I'll be quiet for about 3 minutes, roughly. I never really count, but I think it's about 3 minutes or so. Anyway, I'll be quiet as I finish my prep and say hello telepathically to the 130 people that I'll be healing, just on a spirit level, not verbally, so that they're aware that the healing is about to start, and on a subconscious level. And then I'll start healing. You'll see me go like that. That's the first thing I do when I start healing. And I'll do that just quietly for about a minute, and then the rest of the healing I'll be talking out loud and walking you through what I'm doing as I do it. So if you want to heal yourself as you watch, that's fine. And of course, you can watch and heal yourself even if you're not one of the people that purchased this healing. When I'm not healing you, you can, of course, heal yourself anyway. Alrighty, so I'm going to be quiet now for a couple minutes. All right, thanks for waiting. So when you heal yourself, you can make a copy out in front of you, and you make it with your intention. You don't have to see it, and it's a copy of your energy system. And as you heal the copy, you're healing yourself. So your copy can be a copy of everything, or just a little part of your body that you're healing at one time, or one chakra, something like that. But if your copy is of everything, it would be all 17 auras, your physical body and your astral body, and then both your groundings, physical body and astral body grounding. And use your hands. Your hands generate a lot of energy potentially. You have a big round hand chakra. Oh, well, a big hand chakra. They all have round openings. And so you have your hand chakras, and then you have a fingertip chakra, one in each fingertip. And you set them with your intention to be a gold, like metallic gold color, like this glitter. And that's how you change the color or the vibration of a chakra. You set it to a certain color. And so metallic gold is good for these hand chakras when you're generating healing energy for yourself. So you use the metallic gold light and you comb through everything, and use the gold light to melt away energy blocks and to repair your energy. So let's work grounding. In these healings, we always do the 4 essentials first: grounding, aura repair, creative ring repair, and chakra repair. So we start with grounding. All right, so recreate your groundings, both of them. Even though I say grounding sometimes, I mean both. So red or orange or yellow, big wide groundings all the way down to the core of the earth. Make them the same color. And then you have a copy out in front of you of your groundings. And just use gold light to unblock your groundings. So just imagine any blocks and melt them away with gold light. A lot of times people have blocks like a hard shell in the back of their grounding, like, the back, extreme back of their grounding. There can be a hard shell there. There could be a hard sort of column of energy in the core. Sometimes the whole back is blocked up, or just the left or just the right side is blocked on the grounding. So just check it out and melt away anything that's not a strong downward flow. Your grounding helps you release energy that's not yours, so it's really key for the whole rest, relax, enjoy concept for stress management. Then indie grounding is grounding related. You check the outer perimeter of your groundings and use gold light and melt away any connections between your grounding and somebody else. Just melt all those away. You want your grounding to be indie or independent. That's how it works best. Even if you have kids, it's better that their grounding goes to themselves. A lot of times if a mom is like, I'm going crazy, I'm at my wit's end, their kids are plugged into their grounding, maybe even their spouse is plugged into their grounding, and that is definitely enough to make you lose your mind. So just double check that and melt away. It could be that they're hooked into a bunch of energy blocks in your grounding, so you could just find those blocks that everybody's courting in your grounding and blow them up or melt them away. You can also have hard objects stuck in the outer surface of your grounding, so just burn those out or remove them. Give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Angels, here you go. If there's any hard objects stuck in your grounding anywhere. Angels, here you go. All right, good. So that's indie grounding. So then aura repair of your 17 auras. And I'll write in the healing summary what the 17 auras are. If you like seeing that stuff in writing, but essentially it's your astral body aura, your physical body aura, and then 15 auras called your Wei Qi auras, which are your strong boundaries energy. So you imagine all your 17 auras out in front of you. They're all around you, like a big giant bubble, but 17 of them in the same place. But make a copy of those 17 auras in front of you and comb through them with gold light as much as you can, and use your intuition or your imagination and scan through them and look for rips. Because aura repair is basically repairing the rips with gold light. Clean them out first and then repair them with gold light. They grow back. So a more newbie friendly and time efficient way to do it is to use composite copy technique. So you make a composite copy rip that represents all the rips in your auras that you need to repair. So you imagine one rip, and with your intention, you're like, okay, this rip represents all the rips I need to repair. And then you clean it out and use lots of gold light so it grows back, so it's no longer a rip, right? So you clean it out with gold light, but you can also use sticky gold wax, which is gold light from your hands that sticks to everything that's not you. So then it just becomes like a big chunk of what's not you, and you lift it out and you give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. So fill up the rip with sticky gold wax, have it stick to everything that's not you, and lift all that out all at once. Angels, here you go. And then keep using gold light so that the rip repairs itself and grows back. And you may have a couple more rips, but that is the basics of aura repair, what we just did. But in case you do have a few rips that are still there, make one more composite copy that represents your leftover rips, and do the same thing again. Fill it up with sticky gold wax, lift out the junk like a big lump. Angels, here you go. Fill it up with sticky gold wax, lift out whatever's not you. It's a big lump. Angels, here you go. And then go ahead, use lots of gold light to repair this rip, and therefore repair your remaining rips in your 17 auras. All right, so you can have hardness stuck in different aura layers, which I would call aura bruising, because it's a remnant of something being thrown at you, or you can have similar hardness in the edge of one of your auras, which I would call aura scarring. So you can pile up copies of all your aura bruising and aura scarring out in front of you and melt it away with gold light. Again, any leftover aura bruising or scarring left over from having energy thrown at you, just pile all that up and melt it away with gold light. I'm gonna look at a sample person for a sec, so I'll be quiet. Okay, so let's do sticky gold wax throughout everything, just to get rid of hard objects, invasive beings, invasive people, energy blocks, anything that you want to get rid of. So sticky gold wax throughout all your 17 auras, around the outer surface for sure of your 17 auras and the outer surface of your groundings, but inside everywhere too, all the auras, your astral body, your physical body, all your chakras, your energy channels, your organs, your nerves, your bones. Have the sticky gold wax stick to everything that's good to get rid of right now, that's healthy and gentle to get rid of right now. And then you're going to move out the wax and all that junk all at once and give it to your angels. Move it out. Angels, here you go. A couple deep breaths into your body. Sticky gold wax again, the outer surface of all your 17 auras, the outer surface of both your groundings, inside everywhere, inside your auras, your bodies, your groundings, your chakras, your organs, your bones, your nerves, your muscles. And you're going to move out the wax with all the junk. Move it out. Angels, here you go. Okay, so then just in a little extra cold light to finish up any repair that's needed. So you don't want any leaking in the outer surface of your 17 auras. So just finish up repair. All right, and then you can redo your gold buffer zones. I will have a reference video linked below in the comment section in the healing summary about gold buffer zones, so you can learn them if you want. They slow the rate of aura damage. So creative rings. Okay, so you have 3 gold creative rings above your head, 1, 2, 3, and you can make a copy of them out in front of you. Healing your creative rings benefits you in so many ways. It makes waking up much, much, much easier. So you kind of wake up, you know, with all systems functional. I mean, your chakras help with that too, but if your creative rings are messed up, you can't get in well into your chakras, and so creative rings do help with waking up. They help with having more energy during your day, being more focused. They help with being less overwhelmed if they're in good shape. If you have crying fits, you could have low blood sugar. So, you know, have you eaten protein lately if you're having a crying fit? But also, something could be really wrong with your creative rings, like the flaps could be wide open, and that's maybe why you're spontaneously crying. So, creative rings are very important. So just wash them off with gold light. You could bring up purple earth energy straight from the core of the earth and just wash them off in purple earth energy also. Your creative rings. Your creative rings are closely related to your 7th chakra. That's why I would use purple earth energy to wash them off. And of course, gold light. And melt any cords going into your creative rings from people or beings. Just melt them away. The flaps of the creative rings stick open if there are cords irritating. You know, people are sending energy through the cords, which irritates the creative ring. It sticks the flaps out. So you don't want it to look like that. But the more you melt the cords, the more the flaps relax and relax and relax until they fall shut. So then your energy goes through the rings, but it's harder for people to cord the rings then if the flaps are shut. So just keep melting cords and unblocking the flaps so that they can relax and fall shut. Usually I spend a lot of energy just more focusing on the top creative ring of the three, but right now I'm noticing the bottom creative ring, just a lot of heaviness there, so I'm spending extra time using gold light to melt off the heaviness and the creative ring that's closest to your 7th chakra. And the creative rings, when they're unblocked enough, they generate gold light and they send the gold light inward. So you get a nice little gold force field here. And they also send light all down to all the chakras, the major chakras along the spine. So if you unblock the inside of the creative rings, just to make sure that that gold light goes inward also, so you get a nice big gold force field right there. And you can imagine your creative rings, 3 gold creative rings, and then all your major chakras, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you're fully present, then your astral chakras, your 7 astral chakras are fitting inside of all your physical body chakras. So it looks just like one set of 7 chakras, even though it's 2. If you're not fully present, then maybe you're in your 7th, so that just looks like one 7th chakra because the astral fits nicely in. And maybe in your 6th chakra, so the astral chakra fits right in there. So in your physical 6th, so that looks like one chakra. That's one way to check how present you are. Check your astral and physical chakras and just see which ones are inside each other, which ones are not. There are a lot of ways to check how many chakras are you in right now. Just intuition, but you could use intuition / vision / feeling and just kind of see, okay, 7 is in 7, 6 is in 6, 5 is in 5, whoop, 4 is not in 4. So it's like a zipper. As soon as you're not in one, you're not going to be in the ones beneath it. Like if you're missing a tooth in the zipper, it doesn't go down further than where it's missing the little tooth. So, once you work on that one chakra that you're not quite present in, then, you'll be more fully in that one, and then work the one next beneath it, and then you could be in that one, and then keep going down. But anyway, we don't have to get too much into that right now. Just imagine, all 2 sets of your major chakras, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your creative rings, and just sticky gold wax the whole thing. So this is unblocking your creative rings and unblocking all your major chakras. And we can also unblock your Kundalini chakra, which is beneath your 1st chakra, at the same time. It's beneath your physical body 1st chakra. It's a body chakra, this Kundalini chakra. But anyway, sticky gold wax the whole thing. Creative rings, major chakras along your spine, including Kundalini chakra, which is not a major chakra, but anyway. And you just have the wax stick to all the junk that's not you, that's healthy and gentle to get rid of. Move out the junk and give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. A couple deep breaths into your spine, into your whole body. Again, sticky gold wax your creative rings, all your major chakras, and your Kundalini chakra. Move out the junk. Get your angels. Angels, here you go. Deep breath. Another deep breath. Okay, so that was creative ring repair and unblocking. We unblocked with sticky gold wax, and when we unblocked, I did an aside explaining, being present in chakras. And that it's one way to intuit how present are you, how many chakras are you in right now, is you notice, either with intuition or vision or feeling or both, which chakras are fitting nicely inside each other. Because being fully present, or at least being halfway present, really is, you as a spirit, your astral body, you come in through your creative rings, through the top of your head, your physical seventh, physical sixth, physical fifth, so things fit in. And so the question is, how well do you fit? Is there a break in the zipper, so to speak? And so maybe you're only in 7, 6, and 5, or maybe you're in 7, 6, 5, and 4, or 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And it's not like a forever thing. You may be in all chakras, but then you have, your life takes a turn and you have more triggers than you did before. And so then you're not, or maybe, you meditate and you're in 7 through 3, but then you get triggered later on in the day and you're only in 7, 6, 4, 5. So it's good to be able to intuit, how present am I, and then it sometimes can lead you to know what to do. But when in doubt, do your 4 essentials to get more present. So. All right, so that so there were kind of 2 asides there, one just now and one in the middle of Easy Sticky Gold Wax. So then chakra repair. That's the final of the 4 essentials, which is very good to do. And so you make a composite copy out in front of you that represents all your major and minor chakras. So it looks like one chakra, but have it with your intention to represent all your major chakras. So this is basic chakra shape, an open cylinder. And so you just, make an energy version of that, a composite copy that represents, have it with your intention, have it represent all your major and minor chakras. So major chakras meaning 7 astral and 7 physical along your spine. Minor chakras meaning everything else, all your other chakras, your arms, your legs, and all the meridians. Anyway, so use gold light and repair any damage, melt any cords, except if you're a parent, you keep the first chakra cord if your kid is young, 13 or younger. So gold light, melt away all, repair the damage. Damage could be scratches, gashes, pieces missing, cracks. Sometimes there's energy that's so compressed around the damage that the damage isn't healing properly, so you lift out the stagnant energy that's in the way. Lift out any stuck energy in the way of the repair. You could blow it up, you can give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. And then keep repairing. So again, lift out the stuck energy in the way of your repair. Give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. And keep repairing. Lift out the stuck energy in the way of the repair. Angels, here you go. Keep using gold light to repair all your major and minor chakras. And unblocking the chakras, you can have hard energy blocking the flow through the round openings. So just melt away the energy blocks around the round openings. You can have energy blocks wrapped around the cylinder part or stuffed inside as well. So just use gold light. Imagine all the different ways you can have energy blocks and just melt them away with gold light from your hands. You can lift out the blocks and melt them with a lot of gold light, or you can hand them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Lift out the blocks, all that are healthy and gentle to get rid of right now. Lift them out. Angels, here you go. One kind of block that is really nice to get rid of, I have an acronym to describe it called RAD, resistance, avoidance, or denial. Energy blocks, meaning the unhealthy denial that's just in your way. So any energy blocks in your chakras that are RAD blocks, resistance or avoidance or denial blocks, just lift those out to the extent that's healthy and gentle. Lift them out. Give them to your angels or blow them up. Angels, here you go. Lift them out. Angels, here you go. So lift out your RAD blocks, resistance or avoidance or denial. Lift them out. Angels, here you go. And again, the flaps, your chakras can have flaps. The more cords that you melt away, then the flaps can fully relax so that your energy can go through the big round openings, but it's harder for people to cord and sink a pair of cords into the round openings. So melt the cords so that the flaps can relax. And don't worry if, maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, I should have done this 20 years ago or 40 years ago. I should have been doing this. It's okay, try not to think about it that way. Just think about in this moment that you're growing, you're evolving, you're letting go of stuck energy, and that's definitely going to help you in this life and in your next life too. So let the gold light melt away the stuck energy. All right, great. So that was repairing and unblocking chakras, of course, melting cords, and all major and minor chakras, and also removing energy blocks that are RAD blocks, resistance or avoidance or denial blocks. We could unblock for the theme too. Just lift out any blocks in the way of you relaxing, resting, and enjoying. So any blocks in your chakras in the way of that, rest, relax, and enjoy. Lift out the blocks, blow them up or melt them or give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Lift out your blocks in the way of resting, relaxing, and enjoying. Lift those out. Angels, here you go. Lift out any blocks in the way of you resting, relaxing, and enjoying to the extent that you need to. And just lift that out. Give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Any rest, relax, and enjoy blocks, just lift those out. Angels, here you go. Couple deep breaths. All right, great. So that was the 4 essentials, and we also just unblocked chakras for the theme as well. All right. So chakra devices. Specifically, we'll do others, but mostly in astral fourth and first chakras. So astral body, you have an astral body, you have a physical body. Obviously, everyone knows the physical body. The astral body is the part of you as a spirit that comes and goes when you wake up and go to sleep, and that's you as a spirit. And your astral body has a form to it that you make on the astral with your angels called an astral body. You know, it's like really you're a big ball of energy, but you use a form, an astral body, and you can change your astral body. So like your astral body could get a washboard tummy if you want with a bunch of muscles. Because it's just an energy form that you have. So, you know, if you want to, you know, have bigger muscles on your astral body arms, your angels can humor you. So anyway, so that's your astral body. It's you, the part of you that comes in and gets present when you wake up. Hopefully, very present. So you can have devices really anywhere in your space. They're just hard. It's just hard energy that you didn't make, and it's generally from other people, and it could be from a long time ago, like a past life. And they're in the way, and so it's good to remove them, obviously. So we're going to focus specifically on astral body fourth chakra devices and astral body first chakra devices. Fourth chakra because it does have to do with enjoying, appreciating life, gratitude, positive thinking, feeling good about yourself and the world and your life. It's like a feel-good chakra. So you want to get rid of devices from there that are messing with the flow and health of your astral body fourth chakra. And you could have devices in your physical body fourth chakra too. I just saw that the astral body devices may be more of an issue for people right now. And then the first chakra, same thing, astral body first chakra, those devices could be would be impairing the functioning of your astral body first chakra, and therefore you would feel less safe, less courageous, less bold. So that's no good. So we remove the devices in your astral body fourth and astral body first chakra from this or past lives, you know. All right, so that was explaining. So now let's do it. All right, so you can just imagine copies of two chakras out in front of you. One represents your astral body fourth, one represents your astral body first chakra. Fourth, an ideal color for that would be some shade of green that you like. First chakra, an ideal color would be some shade of red that you like. If you want to look at like an email handout of like written out the different chakras and the different ideal colors and where they are and how they help you, how each chakra helps, you can email me and ask for the free 2-page chakra handout, and I would just email it to you. It's an email attachment, so you can. Sometimes people like seeing things you're writing, so if that's you, it's no problem. Just email me janet@janetwrightreadings.com. All right, that was more explaining. So now finally, we'll do. So you have a copy out in front of you of your astral body fourth chakra, and then a copy out in front of you of your astral body first chakra. And devices, they can look like, you know, pieces of hard metal, like grippy things or clamps or rings that shouldn't be there, or, you know, just weird stuff. So you just loosen them with gold light and give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Loosen them with gold light Angels, here you go. Loosen them with gold light. Angels, here you go. And as you remove them, just keep repairing the chakra. Right now I'm doing astral fourth chakra. Because the devices technically probably damaged the chakra, also made it harder for it to spin and have energy flow through it and have it, generate energy. So keep repairing as you remove devices. I can describe some of the devices, how they look, in case that kind of inspires your vision. So devices could look kind of like a cork stuck in the front, or a cork stuck in the back, or like a clamp grippy thing around the front or the back, or rings that are constricting the chakra. So just lift them off. Angels, here you go. And just keep repairing. Again, this is astral fourth chakra. You could start on your astral first chakra rather than your fourth. It's not really important which you do first. It might be easier to do fourth first. To do the fourth one before the first one. Just because if you do the fourth one, that'll help you be more present your fourth, and then you do the first one, and whatever. Some of these blocks, they're really intense. Like imagine like a cast iron pot, but that's sort of, cast iron metal kind of material, but it's like burnt in like this furnace of like the fires of hatred or something, So it's got this really bad vibe on it, So especially in the fourth chakra, someone may have really put it in there with some nasty, nasty vibe. So just use gold light and wrap it around with gold light and then just lift it out. But just, angels, here you go. It might help you notice if you just like think of the angst or the hate or the whatever that was intended with the device, the control energy with the device. Like sometimes people have really controlling parents that they just completely wipe out a child's desires and passion, simply because then they can't control the child anymore, and they're kind of narcissistic and they feel like they need to control that child's life to the nth degree. So a device like that in your fourth would just have this sort of you don't exist kind of vibe on it, like your desires do not count, you have this sort of absolute mind meld, mind erasing vibe on it. So just if you have a device like that around your fourth, just lift it off with gold light. It's easy to do. Angels, here you go. Any devices that make you feel like you're stupid to want what you want, just lift, you surround it in gold light, lift it out, and just here you go. And you want to be aware of and remove any device that is healthy and gentle to get rid of right now, and just keep repairing once the device is gone. Okay, so that was removing fourth chakra devices, sorry. So then, that was about 6 minutes. So then we'll do the same thing, but with first chakra devices. So again, imagine, a composite copy, any shade of red representing your first chakra. You don't really have to think about the color, but anyway, representing your astral body first chakra. And the devices on your first chakra, they're intended to intimidate you or block off your abundance. So they've got a pretty sinister vibe on them, probably. So just, it's like a death cork, shoved in the front, like, you'll never have food, or you'll always be afraid, or, something terrible. you know so just wrap it in gold light and ease it out. Just be like this calm, peaceful surgeon. Angels, here you go. And just, don't get into who, what, when, where. But sometimes if you think of how sinister it is to do that to somebody, it'll give you the right vibration and you'll be like, oh, there it is. you know so just lift it out, surround it in gold light, lift it out. Angels, here you go. Lift it out. Angels, here you go. Again, it could be clamped around, it could be stuck in, or both, obviously. It could be, just spears and stuff jammed in. Loosen it up with gold light, lift it out. Angels, here you go. So again, the vibe is going to be, not friendly. It could be if somebody's like really controlling, but they think they're helping you. Like, let me help you. I know what's best. Lift that out with gold light. Angels, here you go. Lift it out. Angels, here you go. Lift it out. Angels, here you go. Keep preparing as you lift out. After you lift out and get rid of the devices, just keep preparing the first chakra of your astral body. Lift them out. Angels, here you go. For example, one person, she had some devices in the back of her astral first chakra from a past life where her dad felt like, or both her parents felt like she was being too adventurous. And she wasn't really conforming to the gender rules of that era. And so she was in a female body, but she, just was really bold and liked to adventure and go out horseback riding for long distances and hunt, and her parents were horrified and they tried to shut down her first chakra to make her more afraid so that she would, stay by them all the time and, help them cook or something. So just lift out any devices in your astral body first chakra that inspire fear or dependency or, nervousness. Just notice those devices and loosen them up with gold light, lift them out. Angels, here you go. One person has a device because their mom was very dependent on them and very unstable. Well, is, not was, really. But so she has a device right in the front of her astral body first chakra that's kind of like a big silver clamp. And it's like, I need you, help me, from her mom. So just, if you have any of those, it could be even from a past life, but just any sort of panicky, anxious, demanding kind of devices at your astral first chakra, just be aware of those and loosen them up with gold light, lift them out. Angels, here you go. right. Good job. So let's just reground after that. So just big grounding, red or orange or yellow. 2 groundings, same color. One for your astral body system, one for your physical body system, all the way down to the core of the earth. And then comb through a copy of both of those groundings. Just unblock them with gold light. And just check out all your major chakras and your creative rings above that. So you have a copy out in front of you of your creative rings, 3 gold creative rings, and then your 2 sets of 7 major chakras, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just heal them all, align them all. So alignment has to do with seeing how they're oriented, because sometimes, I mean, it's like literally, you know, put them in a straight line. Oh, and ignore this silver part. Let me get rid of that because I always keep saying that. So alignment could be like, you know, your chakra is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say one is over here, one's over here, one's over here, one's over. So that's more obvious. Like, yeah, get them all in a line. You know, just heal them enough so they click back into alignment, right? But they can also be out of alignment in that the angle. So one is like this way, one's like that way, one's like that, one's like that. And so they're kind of all askew. So just imagine your chakras and your creative rings and check out the alignment and just feel them so that they click back into place. And notice your auras, since you did all that work. How flowing are they? How brightly colored are they? Are they releasing well on your grounding? Also, magnetic alignment is where you check the magnetic field around each of your major chakras and you just have those click into place too. The magnetic field is kind of like a gold square around each of the chakras, the major chakras. So, like, if this is like your 5th chakra, round opening in the front, your 4th chakra, round opening in the front, they are already, you know, in a line and technically aligned, but the magnetic field around each of them is not. It's, you know, knocked over to each side. So you heal the magnetic fields just by making a bigger band of gold light, and that way you'll definitely get the magnetic fields too. And just those gold magnetic fields, you want them to click into place and center around the chakras. All right, so that was regrounding and chakra alignment, including magnetic alignment. Good job. So the reason we did that is because what we did removing devices of the Astral 4th and the Astral 1st changes everything. Potentially, so we just want the chakras to kind of harmonize and work together again nicely. So the next thing that we're going to do is good but quick and easy also, which is kind of nice. It has to do with rest, relax, and enjoy. And also the Astral 4th chakra. So, fourth chakra, center of chest, enthusiasm, motivation, um, gratitude, like a really comfortable, upbeat energy. Um, so you have knowledge that you've gained in past lives about resting, relaxing, and enjoying. You know, giving to yourself. Self-nurturing is also fourth chakra. So rest and relax and enjoy energy. Your knowledge of that. You could think of it as, you know, pieces of energy that belong in your astral fourth chakra. So just like 2 days ago, we did, you know, your life plan. We renewed your life plan energy for your astral first chakra. And we imagined it, you know, you can imagine it however you want, but I suggested maybe some red rose petals or red, you know, flowers or red pieces of your energy and information. And that was for your first chakra, so astral first chakra. So rest, relax, and enjoy. Your knowledge about rest, relax, and enjoy. Some of it you don't need in this lifetime, so that would be up in your Akashic records. But, you know, some of it would be really helpful for you in this life, right? And so we want to make sure that you still have it, that nothing happened to it. You know, maybe someone stole it, maybe someone, you know, you gave it to somebody, I guess, you know, out of guilt or whatever. And this could have been in a past life too. So we want to make sure you have your rest, relax, and enjoy energy that you need for your astral fourth chakra. And this is your energy. This is not like what I understand for rest, relax, and enjoy, because that doesn't work. Like it's like your special gasoline for your special fourth chakra, you know? It can't be anyone else's energy. That just blocks you up. Even if you like the person, doesn't work that way. So that's why cords get in the way, because your energy is what you run on well. So anyway, that was explaining pretty much. So now we're going to do. So just imagine a copy. Green would be a nice color for it if you want, ideal color for your astral fourth chakra. And as you heal it extra, just imagine, you know, your energy for resting, relaxing, and enjoying, your knowledge and information about that. How much of that ideally would be with you right now? You know, how many pieces of energy? And you could imagine it however you want, like green flowers, green flower petals, green leaves, green whatever, green balls of light. That's your energy. But how many ideally would you have, you know, based on, you know, your life, you know, so you would know how to have a balanced, healthy life and rest and relax and enjoy as much as is ideal. How many pieces of rest, relax, and enjoy knowledge of yours would you want right now in your astral fourth chakra? And how many do you have? So maybe you would want 8, but you have 1. Or maybe you would want 5, but you have none. Or you want 5, but you have 3, you know. So and then think about, okay, well, that's fine. You don't have to freak out about it. It's easy to fix. So where are the other pieces? Did someone take them in this life or a past life? Or did someone, you know, kind of destroy them in this life or a past life? Or did you give them away? And so first we could get back stuff that was taken. So you can just make a big gold sun or some kind of gold 3D object, like a gold cube or whatever, and with your intention, make it a magnet, and just call back your rest, relax, and enjoy energy from wherever it went. Maybe you stuck it in the future because you have a vacation 3 months from now. You know, take back your rest, relax, and enjoy knowledge and information and energy, wherever it is. Whoever it's with, just take it back so that you have it in this magnet, the gold magnet that you made. And then you can say, angels, can you clean this off for me? And then you can just, you know, give it back to yourself. So then, you know, as you keep healing your astral body, fourth chakra, you know, think of, well, okay, did that take care of it? Do you have all the pieces of rest, relax, and enjoy energy of yours that you need now? If not, you know, you could just keep healing this astral body, fourth chakra, and just say, angels, help me get the rest of my rest, relax, and enjoy energy that I need. and just let it, you know, even your astral fourth chakra could generate it, or your angels could help you bring it back from the astral into this astral fourth chakra. So just keep healing it until you see, okay, yeah, all my rest, relax, and enjoy energy is here where I need it in my astral fourth chakra. And of course, melt cords from other people out of the chakra. And then again, just check out all your chakras and just heal them all so that they can all nicely adjust to that shift that you made. All right, so that was refreshing, getting back, calling back your rest, relax, and enjoy energy for your astral fourth chakra. So good job. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is really easy, and it helps the theme, but it just helps, period. I'm gonna call it clearing public pain, but really, like, everything is technically public because everybody's a reader. You know, not just people who say, hey, I'm a pro reader. Like, everybody is a spirit and everybody has the same chakras. So they have intuition, they have vision. They just might not consciously use it, but they still do have it. So there's no such thing really as private pain, you know, versus public pain. But there tends to be energy blocks that you have, which is sort of similar. It's sort of synonymous with pain. You know, blocked energy is painful. So typically there's energy blocks that you have that many other people are aware of. It could be energy that you actually show to people on a spirit level. You know, like, oh, how's your year been so far? Oh, you know, this and this and this happened, you know. You know, maybe on the spirit level, maybe you don't say that kind of thing, but that's on the spirit level, something you subconsciously show people. But anyway, people tend to cord a lot. You know, like somebody recently, I was talking to them about, you know, that they cord a friend of theirs, and that's so common. You know, it's like not something to be ashamed of. It's not helpful, of course. It doesn't help either friend when they're courting each other, but you know, like, how many past lives have you courted friends? Like, it's been so rare probably not to court friends in past lives, because nobody teaches about this stuff typically. And you know, so the default is to get in everybody's way, including the people that you care about the most. Gum everybody up with your energy and their energy with yours, and you know, make a big mess. And, you know, everyone wonders why they don't feel good. So anyway, public pain is energy blocks of yours that maybe you're not conscious of, but on a spirit level, others are, and they're courting them. So typically, so what I'm calling public pain is the stuff that typically everybody's courting. So if I look at, you know, one person, it's this lady's spouse, and his public pain has to do with his business, mostly. Also his mom. The fact that his mom is very disapproving and critical. Um, so that's really triggering for him. So there's the public pain about his mom, and then there's the public pain about his business. And he doesn't realize that he shows people that because, of course, male sort of societal brainwashing is you never show your pain, right? If you're a man, supposedly, So, but anyway, so he's showing maybe like 4 energy blocks about his mom and 6 energy blocks about his business. And there's probably like 15 people courting all those energy blocks, people that he knows really well, knows just a little, extended family members, you name it. And so it's really hard for him to clear that pain and move forward and make progress in those very important areas of his life because everybody's courting them. But why is everybody courting them? Because he keeps showing everybody these, it's like a pain billboard. And, people aren't trained in boundaries. Like good therapists, skilled, talented therapists are good at boundaries. And so you can show them pain. That's the whole point of therapy, right? You talk about all the stuff that sucks in your life. And they're ideally supposed to not cord you so that you can clear the blocks, and have breakthroughs, or whatever they're officially called, get to your core issues and, and get over them, right? Over time. But it's only possible if the therapist doesn't cord you as you're showing them your pain billboards, as you're reflecting upon them yourself and becoming more conscious of them, right? So, and there are good therapists out there, and so that can happen. There are really not great therapists as well, of course, but that's true in any profession. There's a big range. So anyway, so that's explaining public pain, how it works. Facebook is a great example of public pain. My God, I saw this example just a few days ago. This woman, Jesus, she was talking about a specific day and how, she told this long story on Facebook about, how her mom and her dad, they divorced when she was a kid, but lo and behold, both of them died on the same day of the month, same day, 2 years apart. And how terrible and painful it is, and loss, and how her heart goes out to everyone who's experiencing loss. And of course, this is her day when, both her genetic parents, crossed over. And so, oh my God, the pain, like it's like a 20-car pileup on an expressway. What happens spiritually with that? And sometimes people seek that out. They feel lonely and they're like, well, okay, if I have 80 people courting my pain, at least I know they care about me. I'll never get over it, but hey, So that's probably the main reason why angels are not big on social media in general, but that type of Facebook confession post most of all. Because it's a public pain festival. Everybody cords it and nobody clears. So there's that. So we're gonna anti-Facebook now. We're gonna do the opposite of it, right? We're gonna clear your public pain. And obviously we can clear some private pain too. Private pain, like I said, there's no such thing as private pain. Everyone can see everything, really. But we could clear some stuff that is not courted by people as well, while we're at it. But let's clear the public pain for sure. So that was explaining public pain. So now let's do the clearing of public pain. So first, you can just admire how many cords are stuck into this. Like, is it an 80-car pileup on the expressway or just a 5-car pileup on the expressway? So look at like your biggest, most public pain billboards that you don't realize probably that you're showing people, but are there 3? Are there like one that's so much bigger than all the others? Is there like 15 of them? And just, imagine a bunch of, you can imagine them like little hard pieces of energy out in front of you. And And just see how many are we talking about here? 8, 16, 3 giant ones, And just notice like how many cords are going into each one of these. And are some of them past life pain, public pain images? Are most of them this life? Are they childhood? Are they recent? And then just, soak them all in red earth energy. Don't like get stuck in them. Just soak them all in red earth energy and lots of gold light. Lots and lots of gold light. And melt the cords, right? You don't want a 20 car pile up on the expressway, because if everybody's cording them, it's really hard to clear it. It's like lifting up a rug where 10 people are standing on the rug, If everyone gets off the darn rug, including you, it's much easier to lift it up and roll it up and get rid of it, right? So get everyone off the rugs. And just blow them up or melt them away. And if, you can say, angels, if I'm not ready to clear some of these, can you just take them away? That way, anything left, you're totally ready to clear. It's not too much. Alrighty. So maybe do a little stretch, something to lighten it up a little. Throw around some gold sparkles. Redo your grounding. So let's do another one. Let's look for another round of that. Look for more pile-ups on the highway of your life. So this is your pain. We'll do later other people's pain that you're recording, but right now we're still doing yours. So what, just imagine them like hard pieces of energy or cards or something flat and hard that people are courting. How much public pain are people courting of yours? Is it 10 pieces of energy, 40 pieces of energy? And then just say, angels, if it's okay to clear all this, can you review all this? If some of it's too much to clear, can you remove it? And you're asking your angels that. And then just bring up red earth energy, soak all the leftover ones that are good to clear in red earth energy, and lots of gold light. Melt all the cords from other people and from you that are going into these energy blocks, into your public pain. And then just start blowing up or melting away your blocked energy. And obviously, it's from not fun times, that goes without saying, but like just, try to not get stuck in that not fun kind of vibe, so if you have to wiggle your butt while you do it or something, or just throw some gold sparkles around to lighten up your mood. Because, clearing it would really help your life. So go ahead. Your angels, if they removed it, then it was too much. But if they didn't remove it, it's good to clear now. So blow them up, melt them, whatever you got to do. If any aren't clearing, just check for cords. Melt the cords and go ahead and let the blocks clear. If you have any leftovers, say, angels, please help me clear these. All right, good job. So that was 2 rounds of doing for your pain, your public pain, PP. So now we will look at how many highway pileups, how many car crashes of public pain are you corded to that belong to other people. Like, for example, like maybe you have a family member, a partner or a kid or a mother or somebody who complains a lot, like verbally, obviously, mopes around, fumes, whatever, right? Maybe they rage, maybe they rant, maybe they cry very publicly, or, whatever, right? So they have public pain, right? Everyone has public pain, even if they don't talk about it. It's just energy blocks that are more easily visible by everybody. And so people tend to cord them a lot. So just imagine a blob for you, and imagine, you know, everyone else that you know, and don't don't do a group healing because that's very high risk. But just imagine them, because you want to see if you're courting their public pain. So just imagine, okay, this is that person's public pain, this is that person's public pain, you know, and see, are there cords from you going to that, all that public pain? So how many, you know, 40 car pileups are you a part of? Basically. And go ahead and melt your cords. So don't touch their public pain. Don't, you know, go on their highway and try to talk them out of it. That's their deal with them and their angels. Just you melt away the cords, your cords, going into their public pain with gold light. You're actually doing them a favor because it makes it easier for them to clear what's bothering them if you don't cord it. You can show empathy, you know, and say, well, you know, I'm sorry you're going through that, or that looks really hard, that sounds like it was really annoying, you know, but you don't have to cord it. There's a way to just acknowledge and validate what someone's going through, but not, you know, getting into a 40 car pileup about it. So keep melting your cords going into everybody's public pain. Ah, righty, good job. Good job, good job. So that was melting cords, melting your cords, going going into other people's public pain. All right. So how does that feel? I'm going to be quiet for a second because I'm looking at a sample person. All right, cool. So now we'll do the speed round. The same one that we did 2 days ago. So good karma windows, and then meridians in the back of the head. And then manifestation wings. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm not going to explain a ton, knock on wood, hopefully. So good karma windows, they're behind you here in your aura. In your astral body aura, I always forget which it is in. It's in your astral body aura. Each layer has a triple window, like a triple frame window. And when they function properly and they're not messed up and banged up and jammed up, then you just get in a little bit of good karma energy from the universe. Like, you know, that's like the universe helping you, repaying you for all the good deeds you've done. And also like a gentle amount of like moon and star uplifting kind of energy, like as if you would look at a starry night. But it's very slight, and mostly it just lets you be in that area back there. You be really checked in as opposed to other people being checked in. So you can just imagine that area back there, and lots of gold light, and repair your little triple frames, one in each aura layer back there. And you can have like spears jammed in there or invasive beings jammed through those windows. So first repair all the windows and then just lift out any hard objects. Give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Freeze any invasive beings. Give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Freeze the invasive beings. Angels, here you go. You can also just say, angels, can you recycle any beings messing with my good karma window area? But also freezing is kind of fun. So freeze any invasive beings in the area, lift them out. Angels, here you go. Freeze all the beings, lift them out. Angels, here you go. If you have any people back here, freeze them, lift them out. Give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Again, repair the little triple frame windows, one in each aura layer back here directly behind the base of your skull. And they should be flowy, not rigid. So if there's any rigid energy, any blocked energy around it, just lift them out. Angels, here you go. Lift out the rigid energy. Angels, here you go. And the windows should be the colors of your energy, like the colors of your energy. So red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, deep blue, purple. So, but once you heal them, they'll just kind of be that way. All right, so that's good karma windows. So then meridians in the back of the head, which are crazy cool. So the whole back of head area, especially base of skull, also, you know, the as they go down a little bit right there at the, you know, the top of your upper back, right there, you can just feel all those. So that midline one that goes, that straight line that goes up the midline, that's your GV meridian, governing vessel meridian. All these meridians energetically, red would be a nice color for them because they're body meridians, and any body stuff like this, like bones or muscles or nerves or body meridians, red's a nice color. And the dots are chakras. It's just how they're represented in this chart. But they're actually, you know, chakras have a cylinder shape. They're just really small because they fit in that meridian. So they're little motors and they generate energy and they keep the energy flowing. So GV, that center midline one that goes up the back, it starts in the crotch and it goes up the back and hooks around the head and ends in the roof of the mouth. And a lot of times at the top of the head, it can get kind of banged up. You know, people are throwing energy down at you, so just, it should be like a red flowy tube. And if it gets banged up, it could look like burnt and black and like split open. So just use gold light and melt away the burnt black stuff so that it can repair itself and just be red and flowy. So that's GV meridian repair we're doing right now, the one that goes up the midline. I'm just repairing the chakras within the GV meridian. Lots of gold light. Technically, we already did that when we repaired all major and minor chakras all at the same time, but sometimes you need a little extra healing. All right, then the yellow line in that diagram is super cool. That's your urinary bladder meridian, and it starts in the inner corner of the eyes. How cool is that? And then goes up and over just a touch, and then straight back, and then down the back like that. So can just have a lot of built up pressure, you know, like pressing in on these things that they kind of crumple up the chakra, which you don't want. All right, and then the GB, gallbladder meridian, is that sort of greenish blue one. That's, you know, just the back sides of the head right there. That's the GB gallbladder meridian. And there's a video where you can just watch the energy flow on the gallbladder meridian, and then it goes down sides of your body. But just here in the back of your head, I'm gonna just feel it a little bit. And there's a, let's see, I do see the. It's the one that it starts in the corner of your eye, and then it zigzags in and zigzags up, and then it goes around your ear, and then it goes up to your forehead, and then it goes down, and then down your sides. So it seems kind of complicated, but I'm just healing it a little bit. Help people check in more. Those points around the side of the head there, like around the hairline, and then, you know, behind the ear, around the ear. Seems to be a lot of pressure buildup in those. So the theme is rest, relax, and enjoy. So if you have a lot of pressure, that's hard. So you can lift out the blocks that are causing so much pressure in the GB points, you know, when it goes up and along the hairline there and then around the ear. Just lift out, to the extent that's healthy and gentle, lift out the pressure, the blocks causing all that pressure, and just melt the blocks. Lift out the blocks causing all that pressure in the sides of your head and melt them away. Lift out the blocks causing the pressure, melt them away. All right, and then there's those 2 points near the base of the skull there on that meridian, the gallbladder meridian, the teal line right there, the blue-green. So just make sure those points are not too pressured. Lift out the blocks, blow them up or melt them away with gold light. Lift out the blocks, melt them with gold light. All right, so that was meridians in the back of the head. Just a little fun rounds there. Okay, so then manifestation wings, those are, they start actually around where the GV meridian meets the yellow line there, where the UB and the GV meridian meet, like when it goes in there, those 2 points in the GV meridian, those are actually right where some starter energy comes from inside your shoulders out to your manifestation wings. The manifestation wings, they look like big angel wings when they're properly healed and repaired. But you can have like half of them chopped off, you know, if they get damaged. So you can just repair, if you notice that, repair, like run gold light around where they got chopped off and they'll just grow back. And all they need is a little starter energy to go into the wings and then, you know, to have nice flow down the wings, and they generate gold light, a lot of it. Sometimes you can have a lot of energy pressing in on them right up here, and it just kind of compresses them and turns them down. So if you have any energy pressing in on your manifestation wings, you can melt that away. And again, just gold light around the rings because they can be busted up. So just breathe into your body. Notice how that feels. All right, so that was a little quick 2-minute manifestation wings repair and unblocking. So that was the speed round we just finished. Alrighty, so hearing angels is the last major thing we'll do in this healing, I believe. Then we'll be done. And again, there's no Q&A at the end of this. So if you've posted a question, just repost it under a video later. And when I get to it, when I have time, I'll post a reply under whatever video you've posted under. So hearing angels is really useful. Everyone has their own angels. And you can listen to your angels through your intention, even just subconsciously. So if you know that consciously you can't yet hear your angels, or you think that's the case, sometimes you may be just hearing a really healthy thought, and you maybe, you know, throw it out right away, but maybe that was your angels. So that's sort of an intermediate phase of hearing your angels, where you do hear them, but you just think it's your own thought. You know, like, oh, I should really go to bed right now. Yeah, I really want to do this instead, you know. And so you hearing, I should really go to bed right now, that's actually your angels, but you kind of, your mind turned it into your own, you know, way of thinking about it and instantly shoved it aside. So you may already be hearing your angels, you just don't realize it. But anyway, you can say, well, I want to listen to my angels. I'm going to let my angels heal and guide me and protect me, you know, today and also in my sleep and, you know, every day. And that helps. But you can look, I have a video, like a 4-minute video called Melt Your Wall, where you look at, okay, you imagine you and then your angels. You probably have about 3 or 4 of them. And then you have a spirit guide that is chosen specifically by the angels, so it's not just like your grandma or somebody. And they're here to help you, right? So 3 or 4 of your angels and then your spirit guide. And you can imagine, do you have a wall, any sort of stress or blocks in between you and your angels that would affect, you know, your ability to hear them, or even hear them subconsciously? So check that out. Do you have a wall in between you and your angels, or walls, multiple ones, and just melt them away with gold light. You can also have what I call fake angels. It's just invasive beings can kind of, you know, get in the way and pretend like they're an angel. And obviously, you know, only angels are angels. Like, in other words, angels are specific altruistic beings that are divine, that are appointed to you for your lifetime. And they're not a part of any religion. You know, like there may be some religions that, you know, acknowledge some angels to some extent, but it's not like a religious thing. It's people make religions. This is different. So anyway, just imagine you and your angels and your spirit guide, and just see, is there anything in between, like a big black curtain or a bunch of black walls or white fog, and just, you know, just clear it away with gold light. Because you don't want any distortions or any barriers in between you and your angels. Your angels are very respectful, so you don't have to worry about that. And if you do have fake angels, you can imagine them separately, like over in a certain area. You know, these are the angels that are pretending to be angels, but they're totally not. And just say, angels, can you get rid of these guys? That way, you know, your angels help you clean out all the imposters. So imagine your real angels and your fake angels, and just say, angels, can you get rid of the fake angels? All right, so again, just imagine you and then your angels, and is there anything in between you and your angels, blocking or distorting? And just melt that away. And you may have also personal baggage in the way. Like maybe you do have religious associations with angels and you haven't been to church, and so you're thinking, oh, I'm a sinner, I don't deserve angels, or, you know, whatever. Like maybe there's some way in which you're complicating this whole thing, right? So you can make a big gold blanket out in front of you and dump onto it any personal baggage that you have that makes it hard for you to accept that, you know, altruistic beings are trying to help and they care about you and they're not mad at you. You know, so just all your angel related baggage, you know, pile it on a gold blanket and melt it away with gold light. Maybe you think you don't deserve angels, blah blah blah, whatever. So do that again. Pile onto the blanket any inner baggage that you have that makes you about angels, like any fear, any guilt or shame or whatever that complicates it all. And just melt that baggage of yours. All right, deep breath. All right, good. Okay, one last thing. We may have cleared it in already, but you may have left over, if you have any unhealthy rules related to resting, relaxing, and enjoying. For example, you know, maybe you have a rule, maybe you were raised by someone who was a workaholic, and so they always felt like, well, I can't rest because I have to do this work, and then I have to do more, and then I have to do more, and so the to-do list keeps growing and growing, and so you never get to relax. You know, even though you're like trying, you just, there's a rule within your space, like probably your fourth or your seventh, that says like, oh, you know, you don't deserve to rest because your to-do list isn't done, which of course is never going to get done because it's a running to-do list. You know, there's always more stuff you're adding to it, right? So maybe that's why you can't rest, relax, and enjoy, because you're stuck in this rule of like, well, when I get everything done, I'll rest. You know, yeah, good luck with that. You know, resting, relaxing, and enjoying is a part of leading a balanced life, which helps your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. It helps people around you because you're not a hot mess as much if you have a balanced life. So, so just lay out in front of you any unhealthy rules you have, consciously or subconsciously. It could be rules that other people stuck in your space too. It doesn't matter. Any rules in your space that are unhealthy related to resting, relaxing, and enjoying, and just, you know, run gold light through them, melt them away, blow them up, give them to your angels, whatever you need to do. You can imagine them like rocks, paper, sticks, whatever. These are unhealthy rules in your space related to resting, relaxing, and enjoying. One more time, just put out in front of you. You can make a gold blanket if that makes it easier and pile them on the blanket. Any inner baggage that you have, any rules about, any unhealthy rules and or inner baggage that you have about resting, relaxing, and enjoying. And say, angels, can you help me clear this? And just melt them all away. You know, maybe you can only rest when everybody's happy with you. Or maybe you can only rest when you finished all, your house is perfectly clean, or you're perfectly caught up on your work, or you're perfectly, thin and beautiful. Whatever baggage that you have, because this stuff can be from a past life too. So again, put out in front of you any unhealthy rules that you have within your space. Either you made them or somebody else made them, but they're in your space affecting you. Any unhealthy rules about resting, relaxing, and enjoying. And just blow them up or melt them away with gold light. You say, angels, help me clear these. All right. So you can redo your grounding, redo your gold buffer zones, throw around some gold sparkles if you want. And just ask your angels, angels, can you please give me a healing? And that's it. Good job. That was a healing. You're amazing. I don't know why I still have this up. Good job. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, you did it. That was a healing. All right. So I will be done with this live stream within like 2 or 3 minutes. Just because I said, again, there's no Q&A at the end. It's just a healing. Hope you enjoyed it. I got some other hellos. Super fit astral body. Someone mentioned hi from Chicago. Something about the stopwatch. I don't understand that. Someone says hi from Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, you're welcome for the healing. Removing devices blew my mind. Thanks for describing the devices. That was helpful. I had so many clamps that looked like hair clips. Yeah. Yeah, and they can be black. They can be silver. A lot of times they're black or silver or white. But they could be other colors. You don't have to know the color though. Thanks, Janet. Thinking I am the sample person with the first chakra clamp from my panicky mom. Yeah, you weren't specifically, but I tend to pick examples that, like a million people have. So this is hi, Janet. Hello. Thanks for the healing. Been working, healing walled off parts. Saw improvements in mood and voice while singing. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I've done that before where you can heal and your voice, like your singing voice, improves and changes and your experience of singing because you're getting more present, so your vocal cords work differently, and it's cool stuff. So you're asking about recommendations, but yeah, this isn't a Q&A, so just post it under any video at any time, your question if you have a question. And when I have time, I will post a reply to your question. Of course, in between sets, I do take days off, but, before the next set, I may have time, like a day or two before the next set to read comments on YouTube, or, at some point I'll find time eventually. Someone says, I feel like I have so much energy after melting cords of other people's public pain. Yeah, that's nice. I feel like I'm bouncing off the wall. That's good. We're working on... yeah, so that's another question, which I can't do. So this is not a Q&A. So just post it under a video at any time if you wish. Someone says, thank you for healing my husband and myself. It was a hard one to go through emotionally, but looking forward to releasing. Your grounding is blocked. Your fourth chakra is a little bit blocked. So just melt cords from your fourth and just get your grounding flowing again. Hi from sunny Portland. I'm fully relaxing with 2 cute puppies and a bossy cat. That's cute. Thanks for the healing. You're welcome. Thank you, Janet. My space is full of rules from my mother. I'll keep working that part. Yep. All right. Wonderful. So you guys are awesome. And yeah, I'll look forward to survey replies. I'll send out a post-healing survey for people. Just a heads up, some people get confused and they use the same link for each healing. There's a different survey for each healing. So after the first healing, I send out a link and that's one survey. And then there's a different survey for the second healing, and there's a different survey for the third healing. So it's like different links. So sometimes I'll catch it like, oh, she's still using that survey link, and I'll notice, you know, and I'll read it. But, you know, just so you know, like, I send out a new survey after like this healing tonight, and there's a link I'll send out tonight sometime, and you can fill it out, you know, anytime. The last survey, there's usually, it's not a big rush to fill it out because I won't really read them until right before the next set. Or sometimes I don't even need to read them before the next set, so I'll read them like a couple days into the next set. But anyway, that's the deal. Thank you for the healings. I was feeling really heavy and totally forgot to send a review. Well, it is what it is. Hope you're feeling better now. Okay, cool. So I will show my peaceful drugged out dogs as we wrap up. So here is Abel. The camera is not focused. I don't know how to fix that. Come on, camera. Oh well. That blurry thing right there is a dog. I don't know why the camera refuses to focus. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, it's really refusing to focus. Oh well. But that's Abel, and that's Izzy over there. How annoying. Man, what's up with that? There we go. Wow, that's funny. Okay, so that's Abel. Look how peaceful he is right now. That's nice. Oh, you know what? His cone, the reason it has those patches on it, the dark patches, is I had to put iron-ons all around. This is like an extra reinforced cone, so he can't like bite his way through it. So I had to make a special cone just for him with a bunch of extra strength stuff on it. And that's we call him Little Man when we don't want him to know that we're talking about him. So that's Little Man right there in that bed over there. Nice. And we have 2 cats, but they're somewhere else right now. So anyway, I hope you're having a good time in your life now, beginning of June. And if you're not having a good time, I hope you can give yourself a minute or 2 to heal. And, you know, your angels, you always have your angels, so you can ask your angels for as much healing as you need. Okay, bye.